Hello and welcome back to the Dark Elves campaign with Lmatt. I'm gonna very quickly level up Malekith, give him Chill Wind, yeah. Alright, and then I'm gonna end the turn. We had some technical difficulties with the audio, so we were trying to figure that out.
And I am getting asked by the Skaven by Trevor Knight over here to declare war on him.
Wait, they're asking you to declare war on me?
Yeah.
Am I at war with them?
Because it's co-op.
Yeah, I'm not at war with them. Alright, good.
The Druki are restless.
Yeah, when I was experimenting today, and dark shards are pretty insane, if I do say so.
Awesome.
And what makes them so good is they have decent range, nothing to write home about, but they have armor-piercing missile damage. Not to mention, since they have repeater crossbows, they essentially have like the highest damage in the game.
So what you're saying is I should have way more dark shards?
I will say having dark shards will never hurt. Let's put it that way.
I'd assume that an entire army of dark shards wouldn't be super great, but lots of them definitely can't hurt.
Yeah, they're archers, so they're obviously not going to be amazing in melee combat, obviously, yeah. But
I think I'm going to merge some of my troops. That's definitely decreased the amount of people I have. Ooh, there's another city that's just completely and utterly abandoned. I mean, if I didn't take it, I would just feel kind of bad because it's a free city. I mean, what kind of a weirdo would I be if I didn't take it? You know?
Yeah. But yeah, I was just looking at dark shards with shields, which is the better version of them, and it's about 75% of their missile damage is armor piercing. Which means they hit hard, regardless of what you're up against.
So, who are you going to declare war on? I mean, I assume that you're going to declare war on someone, because I don't know if you're at war with anyone. I don't think that I'm at war with anyone. Whoa, the Clar Karond are very powerful. They've got lots of cities. We could take them down together.
Who are you looking at?
The red guys just to your northeast. They have
Clan Karond or whatever?
Yeah, it's an R. Clar Karond. Clar Karond. What? Oh, you're attacking them? Alright. Maybe
Holy crap, their strength rank is higher than mine?
Well, you did lose your legendary lord, like, turn 1 or something.
Bewitching fury.
It was pretty quick.
No.
You lost
my
your
army's
legendary lord.
My army's way better. I got dark shards.
Yeah, they have only like 2 dark shards. So I guess that
If I get
gonna-
into a battle where I have to play, I'll show you the power.
Ambition rises.
Oh, I remember. They're pretty strong. I guess I won't take the Temple of Cain because that would leave Hag Grafe defenseless. Oh man, there's chaos corruption in my place. Oh, I figured out the reason for why you have chaos corruption and I don't. It's because your character has like made a bunch of deals with chaos gods while Malekith hasn't.
Hooray for Slanesh. Praise Slanesh.
Yeah, that's kind of her deal. Ooh, witch elves. I think I might get a couple of them. Shades.
I will say the interesting thing is, if you play Tyrion, he can actually like devote himself somewhat to Cain and the other chaos gods through his skill tree.
I don't think that Cain is a chaos god. He's one of the elf gods that the dark elves usually worship.
Cain is a chaos god. He's the god of like bloodshed, basically.
I thought that was Korn.
You know, you might be right.
Yeah, Cain I'm pretty sure is a separate guy. Like the
Never
dark
mind.
elves. The dark elves worship Cain above all because he's the elven god of violence. But they also like your character is the only one that's allowed to publicly worship and use powers from the chaos gods, because usually they see it as dishonoring Cain.
Well, I will say, even though I have the powers of the chaos gods, I don't feel very powerful.
Yeah, this probably isn't a good idea, but I'm getting one unit of witch elves and one unit of shades. I have no idea what they're like, but I kind of want to try them out.
You already have witch elves and shades?
Yes.
Holy crap.
I didn't get, attacked by a massive stack of chaos, and I've been sort of like focusing on upgrading. Well,
Witch
I
elves
got
and
around
shades are like tier 3 units almost.
Yeah, my capital is tier 3, and so is Kael'ra, which is one of my small cities in my capital province, is also tier 3.
Feel my rage.
And it's my main recruiting center.
And I just made it to Val's Anvil, and I'm literally a millimeter away from attacking it.
Shades are only a tier 2 unit. The better shades are a tier 3 unit. Like the shades with great swords and shades with dual weapons.
I haven't used them, but I've played against them, and they seem pretty good as well.
Are they? Awesome.
They're like a kind of skirmishing type archer unit that can actually also come in and support your other units in melee combat, because they do murder infantry units.
Yeah, they've got murder's prowess, that's just regular. But it looks, in their portrait, they look like they have a hand crossbow and a sword. And I'm going to research.
I think the basic shades is a hand crossbow and a sword, and then the second one, hand crossbow and dual swords, and then I think it's great swords for the third one. I will say you do not want to throw them in against combat with units such as Corsairs.
Are the Corsairs really tough?
Shades don't do well against armored units in melee combat.
Are the Corsairs armored?
Yeah, they have 80 armor.
Ooh. So I assume that I'll replace my dread swords with the Corsairs. I think I'll probably
pretty
keep
much,
my
yeah.
dread spears because, well, I think I'm gonna cut back on the amount of dread spears I have. I will spectate it.
It is time to show you.
It's a lot of dark shards.
shards.
So, are you confident in your ability to beat them?
Yes.
Alright, because you've got the dark shards.
Resolve says otherwise, though.
Yeah, because it doesn't understand the full power of dark shards like you do.
I will say Skaven have a serious issue with auto-resolve. If you ever play them, they can't auto-resolve anything.
Because their units are sort of focused on mob.
No,
like
the game just says no.
Oh.
You can't. The auto-resolve will always be against you, regardless of your army.
Wow. I would recommend killing their reinforcements from behind first. So that way, like, you don't fight them both at the same time. Got a fairly simple army, just some spears and some crossbowmen. But, hey, what works, works.
The rune of Cain shall burn bright.
I don't usually like the color purple. I'm pretty sure that I've said this before, but I really like the look of the Dark Elves, even though they're purple.
I will agree with you on that.
There's just something about their shields and their formations. It's just cool. I'd assume that the High Elves have similar formations.
Yeah. The main difference is you got white.
Yeah.
I think theirs is white and blue.
And I think some gold. Whereas these guys, it's purple and gray and black. I think that there's a bit of gold in there.
Their limbs will ornament the battlements of Karond.
And here are some enemy dark shards. And all the way over here, ooh, black art corsairs, which are running in a weird line. Some dread spears. Some bleak swords. Oh, they're called bleak swords, not dread swords. Oh, they're running really fast.
Yeah, they are a very fast unit.
The Corsairs?
Yes, sir.
It's interesting because usually moderately well-armored units move kind of slowly. The Lizardmen move way slower than I was expecting they would. Because I would have expected, since they're like beasts, that they would run sort of fast.
I may be in trouble here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you do have a legendary lord, which will hopefully...
I'll be honest, sucks.
Yeah. Malekith's really nice. I really like him, because he's heavily armored and just gets into the thick of the fight and melees people to death. Yeah, you're not doing too well. Sorry, you probably shouldn't have listened to my advice. It's too bad that we haven't had any like reinforcing battles like together.
Yeah.
Because that would be nice. Well, your archers are wrecking their archers, so at least there's that.
And look at that, broke them in one volley.
Yeah.
Broke them in one volley.
It'll be interesting when Creative Assembly releases the Blood and Gore DLC for this
Nice
game.
thing is, we will be getting that for free.
Awesome. We won't have to pay $5 just so that way we can see enemies get dismembered.
Yeah. You can blame Australia for that one.
Why?
That's why they had to do it.
Why they had to pay? Like they had to like charge money for it?
They had to make it a deal. Okay, they didn't have to.
Oh
pay
yeah,
for it.
because Australia is very like no, not violence. They're like Germany. I forgot.
Ooh, murderous prowess. We needed that.
Yeah, you definitely did. I'm gonna try and get some cool shots. While watching archers kill people is interesting, it's more interesting when the blood and gore thing gets released. Because in Rome 2 and in the first Warhammer 1, it's like super fun to just watch archers pick off enemies. I always liked doing that. Ooh, just watching the last few guys get sniped. Well, by sniped I mean hit by massive volleys. You may win this, possibly, if you're lucky. I mean, I think that's starting to go in your favor. Because they're starting to break from the
Oh crap,
archers.
I didn't see this lord here.
Scalp them!
You should put me in charge of the 8-man unit of dread spears. I'd be able to do a lot with 8 people.
They just broke.
They broke again. They weren't even being attacked. They were nowhere near any enemies. They were just like, we're scared. Like a leaf flew by and they like decided to run. Like cowards. Yeah, the enemy lord is kind of fighting your dudes. And by kind of fighting your dudes, I mean completely.
We're being flanked!
Oh no, those 34 dudes are running into your dark shards. Alright, watching the enemy run away is interesting. Ooh, these guys are running away as well. Yeah, you've probably got this. Unless something goes horribly wrong. Which it might, since I've kind of jinxed it now.
My lord has actually done shockingly well for me.
Ooh, that guy's charged into your archers. One of your archers is holding his sword wrong. Like it's floating behind his hand. And it's backwards. Yeah, that's... I don't think that he knows how to hold a sword correctly. Oh, now he's switched to his crossbow, and he's holding it correctly, which is nice. Ooh, that's like... the arrow's just hitting all around the guy. It's cool.
It is very difficult to hit a lord
Yeah.
with archers.
Oh, and now he's running away.
So even though that battle went horribly wrong right off the get-go, the Dark Shards were able to carry it.
Yep.
I mean, look at those kills.
Dark Shards MVP. And look at the kills of your spearmen.
For each.
Yeah, your spearmen should be ashamed.
They did.
Power blooms
They
within
did
me.
everything I could have asked of them.
The spearmen?
They held their own. They held the
Yeah.
line.
The Dracula Coven wants a non-aggression pact. Nah.
Will said we kind of need to get ahead on this vortex ritual. Because right now Lothian is beating us.
Yeah, I need to get some scrolls as well. I've got 62. I'm gaining 8 per turn.
I am at 63, gaining 5 per turn.
I want my dudes to replenish quicker.
Guide us, Cain.
I've decided to recruit a second shade.
I assumed that I would lose 1 unit somehow.
Did you?
I lost a spear, or dread
I
spear.
watch from the shadows.
Yeah. Ooh, Sea Serpent Standard. Banner of Swiftness. I don't have any banners. And in my Lizardmen campaign, I don't have any banners either. Huh.
I have like 5 banners currently. I'm not sure why I'm able to have a bunch of banners and you are not. And I just realized I can also recruit witch elves.
Ah, there it is. Alright.
So I am not that far behind you.
Alright, I'll be getting into this battle anytime now. Now that you've done all the work. I'm going to end the turn. Because I have nothing to do. Because I'm still recruiting troops. Because I decided to recruit a unit that took 2 turns to recruit. He's gonna try to take Hag Hall. I don't know if he will. Oh, it looks like he might.
I don't have any forces there.
Yeah.
I really want that black amulet that Lord has.
Yeah. That looks... Wow, that looks really
good. That's better than some of the unique legendary items.
Yeah. 15% ward save.
And 5% physical
Yeah.
resistance. That's pretty impressive. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Basically, for the people watching who don't know, ward save means that's like resistance to all forms of damage. So 15% ward save is 15% resistance to all forms of damage. And then another 5% physical damage resistance. Pestilent Scheme performed. The Skaven faction has performed the Pestilent Scheme, a special plague. Oh, never mind. Apparently, the Cloven Blood Gorge want a non-aggression pact. They're beastmen, but I don't want anything. I don't care. Oh, the Skinderkin Warherd.
Thank you, Beastmen.
Yeah.
The Beastmen.
Those are the Beastmen.
These guys over here by me.
Yeah, those are the Beastmen that wanted non-aggression pact with me.
Oh, they're killing the same people we're at war with.
Which is probably why they wanted a non-aggression pact, because we're both at war with the same person. Ooh, a dark.
And I just got a dark sorcerer.
Oh, you got
really
Rebellion. Bleakhold Rebels.
Sister of the Dark Convent.
That I do. My public order may as well not exist.
Unthinkable. The way is open. First sorceress.
Temple of Hecate. Cool.
I am going.
Is that sort of like the Temple of Havarti?
Foolish request.
I am not exactly sure what on earth you're talking about, I'm afraid.
Involves Anvil. The
I
Temple of
have dark
Hecate.
purpose.
Then I mentioned Havarti, which is a cheese. Havarti's really good.
Sorceress of Nagant.
Oh, I see the building you are referring to.
Yeah.
I would like for them to remove the building notification.
Yeah, because it's kind of
Something
unnecessary.
It's like if you want to build something, you'll build something. If you don't, you're not going to build anything. Yeah, I can only imagine Malekith with that black amulet and Trickster's helm. 25% ward save. That'd be pretty scary. With
Oh yeah,
Malekith.
yeah, I definitely, that would be very awesome to have. Yeah, sure, I'll get a plateau of dark steeds. I got a pretty good economy. Yeah, if I got like the ward save amulet, that would have been cool.
I think the Beastman that was trying to do a non-aggression pact with you currently has it.
I kind of want it. Because ward save would be very cool.
I also want
good.
it, but they're in a hidden encampment, so I can't see them. And it seems you're about to go to war with the Skaven.
Yeah, they're probably gonna declare war on me because they're untrustworthy. But at least I've got garrisons in most of my places. Because I think Har Kaldra has a...
Ah, there he is. And we'll see if he has what I want.
Oh man, I don't have enough information about him.
Does not show he has it. So I do not know where that item actually went.
Alright, so next turn, my troops will be fully replenished, and I'll be able to enter the fight. Now that you've done all the hard work. And I can just swoop in and take a bunch of land.
Feel free. The only thing I could really want right now is a port city.
Here, I'll just take the northern province, Shadowwood, which is like their largest area. You can have the Black Coast, which is not controlled by them anymore. They no longer have anything in there. And the Claude Coast, because they've got a city in the Claude Coast.
I really wanted military access. Looks like I have to wait till next turn to get that.
Then
No
I'll start
one
doing
seems
some
to like
nice
me. And I'm still getting these dreadful building notifications.
I've got a mission. Hikarti's texts. Need to capture and occupy Karond. That's a capital province that's
Fear my
in a
malice.
place that I would like to move the camera. Who's in charge of that? It's
I believe there's a way to rotate
Karond.
the camera, but I do not know what key it is.
Well, I know how to move the camera, but it was just not moving because it was being all weird. Alright, so I would have to take Karond, which is... I'm currently not at war with them.
The camera.
Huh?
I was referring to rotating the camera.
I don't want to rotate it, because that would probably just be weird for me. My troops aren't fully replenished, but I don't really think that matters because of the enemy garrison.
Armies were wiped out
Yeah, all of his armies are
by
gone.
beastmen and man.
Yeah.
Look on me and cower.
I think I'm going to loot and
That is
occupy.
quite the number of dark shards.
There's destruction everywhere.
I'm going to level up my dude. Ooh. Blade Wind. Sounds awesome. And I'm going to repair that. And repair that. Okay, and I'm going to... Ooh, I will not upgrade that. Because I want to upgrade another thing. I think once it gets around to your turn, I'll end the recording, because it's at 32 minutes. They're in their capital.
Love how the Dark Elves are going to war with the faction that was about to declare war on you.
Yeah.
They're now taking out the Chaos.
And those are the Dark Elves that I would have to declare war on to do the one quest I have. They would get me scrolls, which, that would probably be good to do. I just sorta... I'm gonna end the recording and then start a new one. So, this is the end of the video. Bye.